Hello, I'm Gabriela and I will present the paper Does the Past Illuminate a History? The Contradictions of Cuca's Hiring by Sport Club Corinthians Paulista. The purpose of this essay is to investigate the conflicts between practices and representations at Sport Club Corinthians Paulista in light of Cuca's appointment as men's soccer coach in 2023. To do so, I examined the club's tweets concerning the jersey release, as well as fan posts criticizing Cuca's hiring. Sport Clube Corinthians Paulista is Brazil's second most popular soccer club. The club, nicknamed as the People's Team and associated with the working classes, has long been proud of its origins and relationship to the favela. Its fans, self-described as faithful, uphold this name by not abandoning the team even when it goes years without winning a championship. At the end of the 70s, the team had one of these instances. When they won the Paulista Cup in 1977, it had been 23 years since they had last won a tournament. Despite the victory, the team continued to have problems, and after 9 years, there were changes in the club's management. In 1981, a new director of soccer took over, sociologist Adilson Monteiro Alves. He didn't know much about soccer, but he was warmly welcomed by the players and quickly joined some of them as they discussed an innovative way to organize the club. Sócrates, Casagrande, and Vladimir led a movement for democratic soccer management, with players, coaches, masseurs, and the board of directors all having equal say in decisions. This movement became known as Corinthians democracy. The existence of the movement is significant, since it was the only type of democratic management in Brazilian soccer and one of the few in the world. However, the historical context in which it was arranged is perhaps more remarkable. Brazil had a military dictatorship from 1964 to 1985 that persecuted, tortured, exiled, and executed its opponents. The dictatorship attacked any movement based on democratic values. The 80s were a period of redemocratization, with amnesty already implemented. At this time, diverse social movements and organized civil society groups banded together to demand direct presidential elections and the end of the dictatorship. Corinthians democracy players supported democracy and free elections by participating in the greatest Diretas Já rally in São Paulo in 1984. The movement advocated for democratic presidential elections. Corinthians democracy celebrated its 4th anniversary in 2023, and the club has decided to pay respect to the movement. It released 4 jerseys, one honoring Socrates, 2 honoring Corinthians democracy, and 1 honoring Diretas Já. In its posts on Twitter regarding jerseys, the club was always associated with democratic ideas, equality, and a history of resistance. The manner the club presents its shirts is interesting. Some of the quotes include: "For many people, democracy is an abstract ideal. Full democracy is practically utopia, not at Corinthians. And only Corinthians can play in yellow to celebrate Diretas Já. The commitment to democracy is presented both because it was and is lived at the club and because of the link with the Diretas Já movement. The club has done a lot of work to get closer to democratic representation. However, at the same time as these tributes were being paid, a coach who contradicted the values of equality and respect declared by the 80s movements was hired. Cuca was a relatively successful Brazilian soccer player. After retirement, he became a soccer coach. He worked for various Brazilian clubs and was extremely successful. However, when he arrived at Corinthians, word spread rapidly about a rape committed by Cuca in Switzerland in 1987 while he was a player. He and three other teammates, Eduardo Hamster, Henrique Etches, and Fernando Castoldi, were accused of raping a 13-year-old girl while in Bern for some team matches. The players were interrogated twice. They initially denied having a sexual relationship with the girl. On the second occasion, Eduardo, Cuca, and Henrique admitted having sexual intercourse while claiming that nothing occurred without the girl's consent. Cuca and Eduardo's sperm was found on the child's body by forensics. Cuca was convicted in absentia because he failed to send representatives to defend himself through the trial. Organized supporters and fan movements spoke out against appointing the coach, claiming that Cuca's hire would damage the club's legacy. Fans urged that directors respect the history of the people's team. The protests contained the words, "Our history can never accept a person with a heinous crime, convicted in an unappealable judgment, and who has not served his 15-month sentence among its staff." Corinthians was founded to be the club of the outcasts, of the poor, which embraced many people. What is at stake is the reputation of one of the biggest social movements in this country. We don't accept this coach wearing the shirt of Corinthians democracy, which is so representative of our history. And it doesn't fit with the banner of Corinthians history to be tarnished by this disgrace. A country where a woman is raped every 10 minutes. Corinthians have the responsibility, as the people's team, to preserve and respect its female fans and Brazilian women. Soccer cannot be a place that welcomes crimes and makes excuses. Unsurprisingly, the fans appears to be I'm sorry about that. Uh, Unsurprisingly, the fans appears to be far more concerned and committed to the club's history than the institution itself, which hired as a coach a man convicted of a crime that violates freedom and respect for women only 7 days after launching the jersey in honor of the movement that the club's claims defines the Corinthians' way of being. While the spectators in the stands were strongly opposed to keeping the coach, he did not appear to be under any pressure from his players. Following Corinthians' penalty shootout victory in the last of his 2 matches in charge, the players ran to the bench to hug the coach in a show of support. Let's see the video. This hug revealed what had previously been hidden behind the door through which Cuca had entered Corinthians: the rape culture, a set of ideas that promotes males to perpetrate physical, sexual, and psychological violence against women. The hug sends a very clear message. These men agree with a culture that commits women to physical and mental terrorism. This is because they live in it and hence tend to replicate and pass on its practices to future generations. Additionally, as members of a patriarchal culture, they behave differently towards individuals based on their biological sex, perpetuating gender stereotypes. Cuca opted to leave the club and take care of his defense, despite the support of the players and management. In his resignation letter, he explained that he hired lawyers to travel to Switzerland and resolve the case. What's most striking about the coach's hiring is that Corinthians directors appear to be unaware of or unconcerned about the club's history, in complete contrast to the club's self-image, which began with the release of shirts in honor of a movement organized inside the club to defend democracy and democratic ideals. At the same time as the Corinthians democracy players were hosting their banners, women organized in social organizations and political parties were mobilizing the demand direct elections in Brazil. Both movements fought side by side to safeguard democracy, and their efforts resulted in the 1988 Federal Constitution, which says in Article 5 that men and women are equal in rights and obligations under the terms of this Constitution. Despite this, Brazil remains one of the countries with the worst rates of violence against women, the result of a patriarchal and sexist culture that promotes rape. Hiring Cuca undermines not only what Corinthians democracy meant for the club and its fans, but also what the movement represented on a national scale. To do so in the middle of celebrations for the anniversary of Corinthians democracy violates the club's own representation of itself, revealing the mismatch between practices and representations at Sport Clube Corinthians Paulista. That was it. Thank you very much.